Please, this is a very serious one. So please, everybody settle down. I want to say it and I want to say my mind very clear. We have been talking about lobbying, and lobbying for our freedom. And the time we are supposed to be using to start this lobby, the time we are meant to use to gather our files together, to gather our acts together and use our days right, we are still using it to fight each other. We are still using it to make videos, to bring out messages on Facebook or Twitter, to condemn and write against each other. That is not a way we will get our Biafra. That is not a way to get it. Personally, I come out here every day to unite the people, to educate the people, and to also show the way forward for what we want. And some people still find time, as I am busy doing this, some people are using their platforms to do other things, to make it worse. How do you think we will get this if we keep on using our platforms to fight ourselves, to condemn ourselves? I'm saying this with respect to a tweet, which is to a write-up I saw on Twitter by a supposed leader of this cause. Somebody highly respected. I did not like what she wrote at all because I felt it wasn't necessary. I felt that because she has lots of people listening to her, lots of people, lots of Igbos following her, the best thing to do is to show maturity, is to show leadership, and leave these side attractions that cannot get us what we want and focus on the bigger picture. I'm going to read out what she wrote so that all of you will see. And this is no way of me disrespecting anyone or me disregarding anyone. All I am looking for, all I see in front of me is the emancipation of Ndi Igbo and the restoration of Biafra. So if speaking the truth will get me there, so be it. It doesn't matter who said it. But nobody is perfect. And we are here to correct, not to insult, not to condemn. Because I know that she has lots of followers who even watch my videos. So I don't want to disrespect your leaders. Neither do I want to sound like I am too intelligent where they are. But all I am saying, that even if it's Nnamdi Kanu who came out today and started diverting from the cause of Ndi Igbo, like fighting each other, like fighting people not supposed to fight, I will also speak for that purpose. Because I believe that nobody in this life is perfect. And like I always say, if Mazi comes out tomorrow, I will tell him personally that he should ignore quarrels with people and focus on the lobby, to focus on the referendum, and should focus on the international community and bring them to do justice to what we want in Igbo land. And some method used in the past, I will tell him that he should not toe that part of calling out certain people for certain people because it slows down the cause. So this is exactly what I saw on internet that made me not happy. So please, for those of you who follow her, she is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Please, for her followers, calm down and listen to this message she wrote and judge it yourself together with me. Don't pick any offense and don't feel I'm trying to attack anyone. That is not what I'm doing. But I want us to keep our eye on the goal. That is the purpose of doing this video. Look at what she wrote on Twitter. She came out on her social media and wrote these words. Watch, listen to it. Listen. She said, the structure of USB/BRG/de facto has been laid since 2022. Anyone that tells you anything different is not following. Everyone seeking for Biafra must tell Biafrans under who they are seeking, for Biafra. Because, now, this is where it gets interesting. She started mentioning names. Benjamin Madubugo is presumably looking for Biafra. China Sanworu is presumably looking for Biafra. IPOB organizations that sold Nnamdi Kanu is presumably looking for Biafra. The IPOB organization witnesses in Finland court against Simon Ekpa are presumably looking for Biafra. Those calling USB cabinet members terrorists are presumably looking for Biafra. Those that call USB DPM and innocent Biafrans as terrorists and terrorist financiers are presumably looking for Biafra. Those that oppose the declaration of our new nation in Finland are presumably looking for Biafra. Those that sued the USB cabinet members and USB DPM to DC courts are presumably looking for Biafra. Are you watching me? Let's go. Those that changed the BRG registration document in Maryland and add themselves as president of BRG are presumably looking for Biafra. The legitimized governors that went to visit Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon are presumably looking for Biafra. Those that brought regional map the PM kicked against to de facto the Biafrans are presumably looking for Biafra. Those that had a plan B in Finland during our declaration are presumably looking for Biafra. Those that put aka APM to fight USB DPM are presumably looking for Biafra. Those that says that they are looking for Igbo nation, not Biafra nation, even as our PM as PM created Biafra 40 states are presumably looking for Biafra. Those that says USB could mean anything and not United States of Biafra is presumably looking for Biafra. Those that says PM did not create USB are presumably looking for Biafra. Those with established criminal records in America are presumably looking to lead you in Biafra. Those that fell from USB to BRG to fall back to autopilot are presumably looking for Biafra. Ask them all, whose path are they following? There is only one path to Biafra freedom, restoration, and freedom from November 29th, 2024. This was the kind of message I saw from a leader of a faction of the Biafra movement. Perhaps a pro-Biafra body, a pro-Biafra group. With all due respect, this is what I have to say. I have nothing but love for my people as Igbo. I have my opinions about everybody, but I have one opinion about Biafra. And that is, Biafra is a must. Biafra is ripe. I love my people in Igbo so much, and I will make sure I guide my path to avoid being distracted. So anything that I see as a distraction to what we are looking for, I will call it out. For those who love Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, all due respect to you, I'm not meaning to troll you. But please, I want you to know that this act of trolling people of Igbo descent because you do not agree with their own perception or with their own ideology, individual ideology, is totally wrong. And coming out to social media to condemn each other as Igbo is totally wrong. And most importantly, coming from a leader or somebody who says she's a leader. And of course, she is one because she has followers. So she is a leader. People listen to her. People listen to what she says. So I do not subscribe to this kind of divisions. What she is supposed to do, and I want her to hear it, is right now, put more effort, more lobbying is needed now for our cause. All this energy used to write this long epistle, trolling individuals, as mentioned many names here, many groups here that she mentioned, that none of them are the right way to Biafra except the one that she did on 20th of November. I think that was improper. It was improper. Because as far as we are concerned, Biafra belongs to us all, not one person. And everybody has a right to the path to Biafra. He chooses. So long as it is for Ndigbo, anybody has the right to the path of Biafra. And if people must align to a particular path, it must be done with proper leadership. And this doesn't look like one to me. If people don't follow you, you don't force them. You don't insult them. You don't troll them. Not everybody must like what you do. Not everybody likes Nnamdi Kanu. Not everybody likes Ojukwu. Not everybody likes them. So I don't subscribe to these distractions now. So please, I don't want to see such tweets again, because it distracts people from the goal itself. And I'm not saying this because of you. If Nnamdi Kanu writes a message like this, I, Chinedu, will call him out and say, Oga, please, sir, I don't think it is proper to write such message now. The only message I want to see should be directed to the UN, should be directed to the international community, should be directed to Amnesty, to Canada, enlightening them with evidence and facts on what is going on in our land. That is what I want to see. Or any message that enlightens, praises the people of Igbo land, encourages them, inspires them. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see this kind of message. I don't want to see it because it does no good for the Biafra plight. It does no good for the Igbo. It adds no value to what we're looking for. If for anything, it drags us back to square one. Because the enemies are laughing. Our enemies are not in the Igbo. Our enemies, we know our enemies. But the way it looks like now, if they give you gun now and give these people you mentioned gun, you will shoot yourselves. And this is why there are a lot of fightings in Igbo land. Because of things like this. Because everybody is fighting. Because everybody has their own leaders. So understand me, please. Don't get it wrong. I do not claim to be holier than thou. I do not claim to be the perfect. But I will see the truth and I will say it. I will say it because I know that is the truth. 24 hours wasted. Social media time wasted. Data and subscription wasted. Achieving nothing. And that is why we are still here today. I say it. The pro-Biafra groups are the groups that are likely to get us Biafra. But it's when they focus now, it is when they focus to the job now, not when they're distracted by fighting themselves. This is the disunity, but we must end. It will not end by talking, it will end by when we stop fighting. Most times, fights end when you stop fighting, not when you start trying to make peace. It ends when you stop fighting. That's when the fight ends. Division ends from there. Not everybody must be your friend. So I don't say you should go and hug and kiss. No. Not everybody must like you. But so long as we are united for a certain goal, even if that person may be a saboteur, let me tell you one secret. Even if that person will be a saboteur as you think, first of all, you have to have evidence to prove that person is a saboteur. Secondly, if you find out that person is a saboteur, what you do rather is to ostracize that kind of like shift that person out of the picture. That's the truth. That is the truth. Not by coming to social media or shouting on the streets. It's like that person has now distracted you from what you are doing. You are now being distracted. This cannot be happening. It cannot be happening in our time. This cannot happen now. We don't need this now. So please, Dr. Ngozi, please, let's see if these platforms that we all have can be used to enlighten Igbo, to call the attention of international bodies, and to lobby. This is time for lobby now. This is time for lobby. Please pay attention to my next video. It's very important. My next video is very important. And pay attention to it. Everybody, please. We don't have the time to waste again. The time to act is now. Leave these distractions. We will never get Biafra with it. We will not. I assure you we will not. We will not. We will not. So Igbo unite. Regardless of your state, of your village, ethnicity, religion, unite. Regardless of who you follow, who you believe in, unite. There's only one thing that unites us together. Our language, our culture, and our destiny. That is your goal. Please unite. Even those people who are fighting us, who are from Igbo descent, they still want what we want. But they are scared. That is how it is in every society. You always have those people who want what you want, but they are afraid. They want to be seen. They don't want to be seen like that. But when it comes, they will enjoy it. Even the Biafra are looking for, if it comes, Yoruba, Hausa, they will still enjoy it because they will still want to come to tap in from the benefits of Igbo land. I'm telling you this thing. But for now, they are fighting it. Use your head. Not everybody must be your friend. Not everybody must like you. And you must like everybody too. Please be guided. This battle is a very strong one, very smart one, intelligent one. We must stand. We must be wise. Wise. This kind of message is not necessary. Delete it from a platform. Feature. So let's see you next video. Peace.